Good morning.
What? Oh. I'm going to finish that moving behind the back.
Good morning. It's 6:20. We're off. We have not a lot of plans for today, other than to hike in a general northerly direction. We may or may not get to the border of Lassen National Park today, which ordinarily forces hikers to make some decisions about how to approach that, because it's a bear canister area of 19.5 miles. So most people try and camp just before and then do it all in one fell swoop. We of course don't have this problem because we still have our damn bear canisters. We can, in theory, camp anywhere we like in Lassen National Park. But yeah, so we'll see. Distance-wise, we might end up just camping at a border like everybody else does, because that would make a reasonable day. Or we might go in to the campground that's inside the Warner Valley campground, which is the only place you kind of can camp without a bear canister, because they actually have bear boxes. So we'll see how far we get today. Here's our first ever bear. We just scared the bejesus out of it, and it went for a little run. There he is. Gorgeous. Especially being as far away as he is. Our first bear. I think we scared it more than it scared us. First we knew about it was when we heard the crashing in the woods when it was running away from us. So. Yeah, didn't expect that. Kind of woke me up. How are you feeling about our first bear?
See, have you seen more than one growling bear today? I'm a bit more tamer than that one.
Yeah, and you don't run as fast.
No. I Just coming in through the campsite and meadow. It's quite a beautiful meadow. And you can RV down there. What a nice walkway.
Yep, we're definitely entering volcanic areas now. Look at the rocks everywhere. Just crossing Highway 89, where you can get lifts to Chester from. And if this wasn't a Sunday, we'd be hitching in now to get to the post office and get rid of these bear canisters. But it is a Sunday. And here's the unofficial halfway mark. People just can't agree on where the halfway point is. Mainly because the PCT is a different length every year, depending on re-roads and fire closures and whatnot. There you have it. One way or the other, we're halfway there. Having breakfast at Stover Spring, we think.
Yeah, we think there's a spring behind this
Yeah.
thing.
There's water here, but this is just a lake outlet, and this is not a nice looking lake, so I'm gonna head up there where we can hear more water come down. And there's a well-established path along the side of this little pond, where clearly people have gone before. Yeah, that's more like it. Since our breakfast break, we've been walking pretty much through this sort of area. Along ridges, well, say ridges, sort of a very flattish walk. It would be really pleasant if it wasn't for the heat. I mean, it feels like being back in the desert. The plant life, loads of lizards again, the temperatures.
More mosquitoes here.
Yeah, that's one thing about the desert, no mosquitoes. Yeah, the clouds just briefly cover the sun, and both Brian and I went, oh, isn't that nice? We'll never become good friends with the sun. Yeah.
There's the bonnet side. There's the front down there. You can just see it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this one went off the road a bit.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this road?
I'm guessing.
Northeast fork of the Feather River. Maybe we shall go for some water. Pretty little lake there. Swarming with dragonflies. Apparently dragonflies eat mosquitoes, so multiply, little darlings, multiply. If we're looking at the right spot on the map, this is actually a gravel pit. Yeah, could be. Obviously now a lake. Little Willow Lake. Somewhere in all this greenery is a lake. We think. We have entered the Larsen Volcanic National Park. The only reason to be grateful we still have the bear canisters, because we can now do what we want in this volcanic park in terms of camping.
We're camped up, so we're off to sea. There's supposed to be 0.3 down that way. Here we are. Took about 13-14 minutes to come down. Wow. How do you go and put your finger in there? Don't know if you can see the steam.
You can see the steam over the stream from this side. Not one for swimming in.
The smells. I'd say even it smells like me. I quite like that smell. Now we should have carried out some boiled eggs.
There's the grounds around. You can see this where the steam escapes. The deposits of sulfur.
You can see the water bubbling there. Still got mosquitoes everywhere.
Waking up to 100 reasons not to leave the bed.
I set off this morning from our tent site at Soldier Creek. Crossed the creek, walked about 5 minutes, and that's where we saw the bear. That was rather unexpected, but yeah. Yeah. Started the day off quite bright actually. It is nice going, nothing too horrible. Loads of road crossings. Got to the highway, sorry, it's getting a bit dark. And also he's got these bizarre color patterns going on the maps, I don't know why. But yeah, that's the highway to Chester, which we crossed. And carried on to Stover Spring. That's where we filled up with water and had breakfast. I think just after that the climbing started. There's still tons of roads crossing basically all the time there. But I must say this area is extremely well labelled. Signposted. Every road crossing, whatever, there's a signpost on the other side telling you how many miles you've come from Belden and how many miles you still have to go. And it's really nice. Yeah, so we climbed and then started to drop again here down to the North Fork Feather River. Yes, the Feather River. We'll never get rid of it. This time it's the North Fork. This is where we had lunch. And then started the next climb up past Domingo Spring. We obviously we filled up down there with water, so we didn't need anything there. And that climb was unnecessarily brutal. I mean, it's about 700 foot. It really is nothing to write home about. But because of the heat and the gradient is nasty, we were struggling up that hill. We were really, really flagging at this point. Yeah, and we had originally, well, our really ambitious plan had been to go to the Warner Valley campground, but we started to realize that we probably weren't going to make that, just because we were losing so much time in the heat and just energy generally. But we did reach Boundary Spring. We actually thought we'd reached the Boundary Spring and filled up with a bit of water at a creek, which turned out to be not Boundary Spring, but so we didn't go down to Boundary Spring. Couldn't tell you whether that runs or whatever. And that's where we decided to basically just hike into the park, because we have the bear canisters. We don't need to worry about how far into the park. And we decided to just make it to Geyser Trail Junction and find a flat spot somewhere there, which we did literally just after. That's where we kind of camped now, on a flat spot in the middle of the park. Pitched our tent, put all our food in the bear canisters, and then we wandered down to the geyser and had a little look at that. And now we're back in our little campsite at mile 1347.5.